Okay, this is GamerBlave and we're back with Dark Souls and Blave the Hunter. And if you missed the last video, then we are down in the Chasm of the Abyss, I believe it is. And we've been fighting these ghost-like entities, and a number of things happened in the last episode that are of note. But we took a break right before we were about to go through this fog gate, I'm not sure what the proper semantics are on it, and encounter what I believe was going to be a boss, because we had enough footage in that last one, and didn't want to start what would in all probability become a saga. So here we are. Good luck, yeah. So that does certainly imply there's a boss in this area here. So what do we have? We got some charcoal pine resin. Let's check it out. No guts, no glory. Whoa, whoa. Are you freaking kidding me? That looked like the hand that brought us to Oolacile. Oh my god. I surrender? He looks pissed. He looks really pissed. Let's go for his tail. Okay, I don't even care about his tail. I do not care about it. I literally don't care. We're getting out of here. We're getting the heck out. Okay, we're getting the heck in. Whoa! Have we been picked up? What is happening? I don't like it. We're taking a drink. Yeah, he is just taking us down to Chinatown. We're trying to take a drink. That was a relentless assault. Now, in my defense, I took off roughly 10% of his health before I died. Okay? Let the record show! Man. Manus. That was intense. Okay, so we're back. It's been probably about a week since I've played, after that reeling series of defeats. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get back down there and give it another go. Another series of goes. Probably after we... if we get... Whoops, I guess I'm going the wrong way here. If we get crushed again, we lose our charcoal pine resin, I might go warp back to the merchant that sells... charcoal pine resin, buy a bunch more, because I do like having a bunch of that, and probably will need it in order to defeat him. Okay, so what I did was I went back to, warped back to Firelink Shrine and bought some more pine resin and a bunch more pine resin and a couple of rotten pine resins, and also bought a few of these dung pies because I was thinking that potentially we could try to turn him toxic. I'm not exactly sure if that's gonna go a very long way here, but we're gonna give it we could potentially give it a try. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So I literally will have two things in my belt there, so to speak, so I don't have to cycle through when I'm going from one to another. That'll make it a little bit less of a hassle. Okay, sweet. Kind of rolling the dice whenever I run past that guy is whether I'm going to get nailed or not. Jeez. You really have to get into a rhythm with this guy. Whoa! Oh. Yeah, that's just when he yells like that, that's when it's time to get the heck out of Dodge. And I need to learn that. Oh, time to go. Time to go. Oh, wait, maybe not. Let's move and try to get our, fire back. It is essential that our attacks do as much damage as possible. Yep, that tail will get you. You gotta move! Whoa! Let's go ahead and... We need a little bit of time to get our... He is rage pissed. Taking a drink. And did not dodge that successfully. He's doing his thing. We're getting in there. Whoa! He got me. Drinking. Oh, I think that barely saved us. No! We are locked in an epic struggle here. We gotta get in there. Oh, I've got my friggin' fist out. Yep, he's got my number. Oh, shoot. That is a really difficult one to dodge. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't even know where he is right now. I literally... Come on! Come on! No! No! He's got me in his combo! Drink! Move! No! Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! Soul of Manus. Look at my freaking health, ladies and gentlemen. Humanity. I don't even want to know how many times he killed me. 10 humanity. Oh my gosh. It is done. Who's this? Is this, Can we do anything for her? It seems like the, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drink here. It seems like these moans are different every time. So it's like, am I getting somewhere? Because I guess they're just kind of cycling between one and the other. I friggin' did it. We used... I don't even know how many lives it's going to take me until I edit the video together. I'm going to say we died at least 15 times on him. Probably at least as many as Artorias, if not... if not as many. That was tough. That was tough. But in the end, we did it. You know, he just kept laying into me. And there at the end, I saw the opportunity to push in. Even though I had almost no health, I was like, this is a make or break situation. And with me in Dark Souls, that's pretty much what it is. Because, you know, as I was saying a little while ago, and the thing is, you know, I don't know, that footage is probably going to end up on the cutting room floor. So I'll go ahead and say it again. You know, I have terrible reaction times, which is something that is probably not very common for a gamer of the number of years that I've been doing it. And, you know, I think most people probably would have just stopped gaming at this point. With that being the case. So, you know, since, you know, with that being the case, though, Dark Souls-esque games are particularly challenging for me. And Dark Souls is, of course, Dark Souls is notoriously challenging in general. So now we kind of stopped at 40 dexterity, and I'm wondering if that's going to be kind of where I'm going to be targeting. I've kind of been, you know, targeting vitality and endurance of late, because I want, you know, obviously more hit points and the ability to continue rolling. But depending on how long the game is, you know, we might wind up with, let's see, because we're like 8, it'd be 13 more levels. I guess we'd be into the 90s by then. I really don't think that'd be a lot. That's a lot more souls. A little bit more endurance, a little bit more equipment load. I'll go for that. But anyway, because as you can see, I really struggled with dodging his attacks. It took until, you know, I had encountered him a good number of times before I could even, I wouldn't say reliably dodge his attacks, but till I could dodge his attacks, you know, even 20% of the time, which is what it really took for me to beat him.
I'm going to go ahead and just kind of peruse this area here, make sure I'm not missing anything. I really am concerned that there's not something that I can do for that lady there. It really seems like I should be able to. You know, do I have like an Oolacile artifact? Dried finger. Copper coin. Hold on a second, let me see. Even coins of great value in the world. No. Soul of Manus, Father of the Abyss. This extraordinary soul is a viscous, lukewarm lump of gentle humanity. Gentle humanity? There was nothing gentle about that situation. You know, I have not really figured out exactly how to use these weapons, or these souls, to create the unique weapons. I need to go back to the blacksmith and look at that a little bit more in detail. Perhaps that's what I'll do after this, is go check the blacksmith out and see what he can do with those. Eye of Death. Elizabeth's Mushroom. Make the Sunlight Metal. So I really don't think, I don't think it's going to be in there. Broken Pendant. I think this is what got me in here. But I don't think that I can, you know, do anything with it. So, you know, there's not really... I am really, I don't have like an Oolacile ring, do I? Covenant of Artorias. Oh no, that was the, that was what got me into... That was what got me into, Traverse the Abyss, which allowed me to fight the 4 Kings of Ulando. Because I really don't want to leave this area without, being able to, help her. Because this is not good. Like, this is not, an appropriate way to leave an NPC. You know, a woman in obvious distress. Well, I mean, anyone in this obvious distress here. I mean, you know, I would like to be able to offer some kind of assistance here, but I feel as if I'm at a little bit of a loss. There's not really anything I can do. Man, I feel awful here. This is terrible. That sucks. Hopefully I can warp back to this, and potentially something will be revealed to me. Hold on a second. You know, it really doesn't look like I can. Potentially I'll be able to still traverse into this area, although I do not know. I do not know if I will be able to or not. You know, that being said, what I wanted to do is actually, go to the blacksmith and see if he can do anything with these souls, because, as I was just saying, you know, I have not really explored that. You know, it just now occurred to me that I've had all these souls, all these boss souls for forever, and I've not screwed around with them at all. You know, I've been lugging these things around for the whole freaking game.
Okay, so what I've done is actually a lot of experimenting. I've gone back and forth between the two blacksmiths, trying to find out exactly what's going on with the souls. Whoops, the boss souls that you can use to make unique weapons. And what I found out is, or what at least I think I found out, is that this particular blacksmith here doesn't appear to make any boss weapons. The other blacksmith does offer a couple of them. The Soul of Manus he makes into a catalyst, which is, I believe, used for sorcery. And then he will also make one out of the Moonlight Butterfly for... it appears to do magic-based damage. Now... I wasn't particularly interested in either of those weapons. The other souls, or the other weapons he makes, are based on souls that I don't have.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
So, presumably, there's a blacksmith that I haven't met yet that will do some stuff. Now, if you recall, when we were in, this was way back, so I'm kind of surprised that I recall. When we were in the catacombs area, before we fought that pinwheel character, and maybe I'm recalling incorrectly because it was so long ago, there was a guy who, or there wasn't a guy, but there was like an area where I thought that I heard the pounding of a blacksmith hammer, you know, much like what we're hearing here. So, you know, there may be a blacksmith, there may be another blacksmith that well, there's almost definitely another blacksmith that I haven't met yet, that I'm imagining makes a lot more of these boss weapons. That being said, we can, let's see, modify our composite longbow to be a composite bow +6 by using one of our large titanite shards. Now, those things are not particularly common, so, I mean, it may not be the best idea in the world, but, you know, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do it, so. Can we not go past that? Or do we then have to reinforce it after that? Yeah, we go into reinforce mode after here, so let's get this bad boy cooking. Oh! Yeah, that thing's gonna do some serious damage. That thing is gonna do some serious freaking damage. Okay, so anyway, Titanite slab. I can't bring myself to use the one Titanite slab I have to do that, at this point. So, where we're at right now is, you know, we took out Manus in Oolacile, and we still definitely have a lot of stuff we need to do in Oolacile. Trying to get away from the blacksmith's hammer here for a second, so we can kind of decide what we're gonna do. And but I'm not, you know, as I've mentioned in the last couple of videos, not exactly sure what all we've got, what all our objective is in Oolacile. You know, we're just kind of there, just kind of there killing stuff, and I think that Manus was the big threat in Oolacile. At least I'm hoping that he was. So now that we've taken that out, you know, hopefully it'll be all downhill from there. After that, I really don't know where to go. We do have the place where I fought the Ceaseless Discharge a long time ago. That was kind of after we fought Quaylag down past Blighttown. And we have the place after we fought Pinwheel. That was, I think it was called the Hall of Giants or something like that. That was just incredibly dark. You know, so those are really the only places that I can think of to go. And frankly, you know, I don't know which place would be the one that we need to go to take on Gravelord Nito and the Witch of Izalith. I mean, I guess since we were going through the catacombs, I think is what they were called. You know, it's been quite a while since we've done that. Since if you've been watching this series, you know that I broke from this series for quite some time. It's been over a year since I started playing this. Anyway, I'm going to try to wrap this up. It's been over a year since I started playing this, and it's been several months since I did that particular part. So we went through the catacombs. I thought I was going to find Gravelord Nito in there. Didn't find him, but I guess we're going to have to go back down there. And maybe continue into the Hall of Giants. Man, that place seemed like it was going to be insurmountable. After we finish exploring Oolacile. But I suppose what we're going to do is go back into Oolacile and see if we can find you know, anything else. But I'm imagining now that we've taken Artorias and Manus out there, we're probably more or less done with it. We do have that dragon in Oolacile that killed me a handful of episodes ago that we may have to deal with. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do about him, because that wasn't really a fight. He just wiped me out. So, you know, my plan going forward, I don't really know. I guess I'm going to wander around, but there really aren't. It's going to be more or less directionless. I have a couple of places that I haven't been, but I don't know. I don't know which one of them is going to bear fruit, because it doesn't really seem like any of them. It doesn't really seem like any of them is pointing to Gravelord Nito or the Witch of Izalith. You know, it seems like we've gone to the places that should reveal, or, you know, should have pointed us in those directions. So, you know, after that, I may have to just do some exploring and, you know, and go back into some old territories and see, you know, if I missed a pathway off in some direction, which, you know, I almost certainly did, and see what's going on, because certainly something's up here, because I've only killed 2 of the 4 bosses that I need to put into the Lord Vessel, and I think I've explored most of the places that I can possibly explore. Anyway, all of that being said, this episode has been a really long time in the making, and it's been a long time coming as a result of that, because Manus killed me, and it took me a number of days, to actually defeat him. And it's going to take me a while to put all this footage together into a cohesive episode. But that being said, if you did like this episode, then go ahead and drop it a like. And if you liked it a lot and you want to see the rest of this playthrough, or anything else that I may be playing on this channel, and you are not already subscribed, then go ahead and subscribe as well, if you are so inclined. But regardless, as always, Thanks for watching. And we're going to pick up right here next time.